So, you, I guess you co-founded Lide a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's an educational initiative empowering young girls, young women through the arts and literature who are living in Haiti.
Yes.
Is it
Yeah.
in other countries now too? Or?
No, we're just working in Haiti right now.
Mm-hmm.
We do some workshops in some other places, but we're in Haiti. Yeah, I was involved with I still am involved with a nonprofit called the Mona Foundation that supports international schools around the world. And we were visiting some schools in Haiti and just fell in love with the country. It's such a rich, vital country. The arts are beautiful, the people are wonderful, the humor, the vitality, the culture is really, really interesting. You know, it was a slave revolt that started the country.
Yeah.
So the slaves revolted on the plantations of the French, overthrew Napoleon and his armies, and became the second independent republic in the Western Hemisphere. So it has its own curious kind of West African, Caribbean kind of feel. It's a really beautiful place. And 2 months later, the earthquake hit.
Oh God.
So 200,000 to 300,000 people died in the matter of minutes. The hotel that we had stayed at slid down a hill. Everyone inside of it was killed.
Wait, you were there at the time?
No. 2 months later, after I left.
2 months later.
Yeah,
2 months
yeah.
later. Yeah.
So we knew we had to do something, and we were then invited a few months later to teach a workshop with adolescent girls, doing an arts workshop for adolescent girls, and we saw how powerful the work was. That art is not just about, you know, you guys would like to make a living or have a job or a career in it, but it also there's a tremendous power in people getting together and making art together, and girls finding their voice. You know, we did this workshop, and one of the early times we'd had a getting to know you exercise, and we went around and asked the girls what their favorite color was, just as an icebreaker. And one girl said blue, and then every single girl said blue. And we kind of realized, like, oh my God, no one has ever asked these girls what their favorite color is before in their lives.
So were they just mimicking each other?
Yeah,
or?
they're just mimicking each other. They didn't really have a favorite color. No one had ever asked them. That wasn't on their radar of like, we could just tell in the way that they were responding. And girls, women and girls, the way they're treated in Haiti are really subservient. They do all the work for the families. They do work in the fields. They do all the child rearing. They sell in the markets. They do all the shopping. And they're really subjugated. And so we saw the power of the arts to help give them a voice, you know?
Yeah.
And
so it wasn't just a cathartic experience for them. It was an experience in which they could express themselves for the first time.
yeah, and start to have a sense of their own identity, and that like, oh, I have agency. I have the ability to make change in my neighborhood, or change for myself, or the ability to get an education. And they would come together in these groups doing the art as well. And it created these little communities. After we left, they got together every week, and they would do arts activities together and study together. And so now we're in 13 locations with about 500 girls.
Around Haiti?
And we have a mobile computer lab and a lending library. We do after-school tutorials. We do scholarships and literacy programs as well. We also do health stuff. We have visiting artists come down and work with them, and we'll take them to the hospitals or help them with, you know, birth control or whatever kind of issues they're having health-wise. So it's been a really a phenomenal experience to be able to do that.